What's up? What's up? I know it has been forever since we have checked in with one another, but we are going to take a look at Epic RPG today. So, to start it off, I have dropped severely in ranking. I know I was up to number 11 at some point, but I did take off a considerable amount of time to hike this year. We did 30 full days on the Appalachian Trail, and then I was already slipping because my activity is not as much as it was when I was ranked higher, but still pretty high. I would consider myself at this point maybe upper mid game. There are players that are way better, but we're going to talk. So I just time traveled 274 up here, and then we are going to take a look at specifically pets today, right? So there is a pet thing and you do have to load it on your server, but it's for pets. It is PPRS on the Necrobot utility. That's going to get the system to start listening for pets, and then of course you can do the /pets command. You're going to be able to go through. I have 36, count them, 36 pages of pets right now. I'm going to show you something super important, but you'll just flip through them, and you'll notice that right here it's doing a countdown. 4 on there, 5, page 6. And so all you have to do is go through the list of pets, and we can kind of scroll up, and you can see that now we're into the golden bunnies here where we're ascending. And so I've got one ascended to SS. So the next one will be SS plus. I've got one up to S, and then another that I just got that I haven't messed with yet. It's ascended F, basically one F. I got an F bunny. So here we go. We're just gonna rattle through the pages real quick and get it moving, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of cool features that you're gonna be like, "What? No way, dude! It does that? Yeah, man." You're gonna be like, no way, and I'll be like, way. So going just flipping through here, 20, 21, and then we'll get to the end. I'm gonna show you the automatic fusion. Most people already know about it, but I am gonna show you some caveats to the automatic fusion, what I've noticed, and that is the percentages that you set, right? So the first number is going to be the percent that it will hold the skill, I believe. We can actually look up the help file. The second number is going to be the max that it will combine to, right? So I always do mine to let's do let's do a pet fusion automatic. I gotta spell it right first. Automatica. And then here's where you set it. So I set mine at 70%, and I go to level 9 each time. Now, I was doing 50 and 9, and 50 and 9, it would give me a lot of lower rank skills. But when I do 70 and 9, I seem to get more purples. I didn't get it this time because I have just done this, so I really only did 30 pets. But when you got like 100, 120, 150 pets, you're getting some big drops on there. So a couple of them remain tier 2, but a couple went to 7s. It's kind of important when you start fusing them all together. And I should have probably run this command before I actually cycled through all the pets, because now if I go back through and I do it again, you'll see that the number of, there was 36 to do last time, there's probably like 31 or so this time, right? 32. And so you'll cycle through them. Now this is important because once you combine a single pet, you have to run PPRS again, or it will recognize the old letters on your pets, and it could tell you to combine the wrong pets. I just wanted to be clear on that, right? So, because a lot of people will get in here and just start hammering them out and go, oh, A, B, 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 C, B, whatever, and then you could combine the wrong pets. So, I'm going to show you a couple things, and I'll probably cut this out of the middle because this is boring watching the PPRS. So, we will get into it here in a second. 22, 23. It'll go as fast as it'll load, but it just doesn't. It used to load a lot faster than this, but it just doesn't seem to go as quick as before. So the first thing we're going to check is, can we fuse either of the golden bunnies? Now, the reason why you're going to do golden bunnies first, you want to get them all to SS plus, is because they are going to find more pets as you're going through there, right? So I think it's on page 10. Let's see. No, maybe the page before that question mark. There it is. Yeah, so we need to do this. Now, the great thing about the POG bot on here, POG, fuse, help, and then you're going to put in AX, right? And it'll tell us, will it go? And nope, we're missing the time traveler skill to do any more work on the bunnies, right? And that's okay. So what we're going to do is PPS epic. PPS epic is the command. It's going to show you all of your epic pets, right? And so if you look down here, we've got a couple that are pretty heavily fused already. And I have been working on these, just trying to get them set up for when I do get the time travel pets. But we've got a bunch here that are singles and a couple that are doubles, right? So when I look and I say which ones are at SS Plus that I can combine, what's cool about this is that I can combine them. And so what I do is I get a piece of paper, because this is going to require you to remember some of the skills. But I do PPS, and I'm going to specifically work on CP. So I write down CP on my piece of paper, knowing that's going to be the pet that I've used. And now I'm going to look at my fast. And so up at the top on everybody has way too many fast pets, first of all. But it takes three of them to fuse them in, and I'm going to show you that. So we are going to do we're going to do PPC, which is to check it, and we're going to do CP, which is the one I wrote down. Then we're going to do here, we're going to do T, because T has a fast on here, up here, but it's an over a tier 10, so we're going to be able to tier up this other pet. So we're going to do that one. We're going to do we're not going to do the special because it's a hamster, but we're also going to do this dog LMAO, so LMAO, and then we're going to throw in AB, and then it'll tell you yes, those will actually work. So now I'm going to take these, and I'm just going to copy those and hold those and do PPC. Now I'm going to do digger, and we're going to see if we can find 3 diggers. You don't have pets with those sorry, PPS digger. Sorry. And you can tell that digger is just one of those of these aqua skills that you don't get a lot of either, right? So I'm going to do PPC. I'm going to paste in the last 3, and then I'm going to say, but I can actually take off 2 fasts and replace them with these other 2. Do you see that EW has digger and fast, right? And then EZ has digger and fast. So I need one more digger, which will be FD, and now we'll check it, and I should be able to get all 3 in there, right? Boom. Easy peasy. You're going to save yourself some pets that way. So I'm going to clip these out, and I'm going to do PPS happy. And then now I'm going to look for 3 happies, right? So here's the deal. Like, if you can find a fast and a digger up here that are already combined, that's good. But again, digger's the oddball skill. So we're going to go PPC, and we're just going to do the next 3. We're going to BO, BQ, and BS. And then we'll see what it returns. Boom! It says if we fuse them all, they're all safe here. So I would end up with a pet that would have that on there. But we're going to go for another one. We're going to go for, let's see, Fast, Happy, Digger. What's the other one? Daggone. Fast, Happy, Digger, and Clever. So now we're going to do PPS Clever, and then we're going to look and see, are there any of them that have all 3, first of all? And they won't. But we're going to say BM. So we're going to do PPC. We're going to post and go BM, and then we're just going to go BY, and we're going to go BZ. Now, we could go back and do these Clevers with the fasts as well, but then you'd be losing some. What's fast again? You'd have so many of them, it wouldn't really be a big issue. But we'll see, and that will return that we can actually fuse this pet together, right? So now we're going to take it one step further, and we're going to look for Lucky. Now again, we already know that we don't have a time traveler to do this, but we're going to then say PPC, and then we're going to say BC. And I don't know if this is going to work, but we will see. What was the one? BW, CI, and CO. Let's see what it says. And it's saying at this point that we don't have another epic to get the Lucky on there. So we'd have to actually fuse a second epic in with it, and that's okay as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's clip this line. We'll do the we actually did PPC, but we'll do PPC, and then what we'll do is let's just check it one more time, and then we'll go PPS epic, and then what we'll do is we'll add CP in there at the end, right? And so we'll see what it says. Now it says that if we did all of these, we would actually get all of those skills. So we are going to do that. We're going to now just clip this entire line, and now go back in and say RPG Pet Fusion, clip the numbers, and you cannot select, CP and CP, so they're on both sides. That was weird. Let's do PPC, and see if it goes. And well, that's so weird that it had it before. PPS Epic then, and we're gonna go PPC, and then we're gonna add DG to it, and then that'll give us the required ones. Yep, it checks out. We are going to clip this line, and then we're going to do RPG Pet Fusion, and then fuse the pet up. Oh, it's giving me the CP again. Why does it do that twice? No worries. There we go. We'll clip it, and then we'll copy it, RPG Pet Fusion, and then boom, it'll ask us to skills, yes, and then bang, we got a new pet that has everything but time travel on it, which is not going to be a huge deal necessarily, but I think you get this, and now if you do PRS again and you go back through, you'll do the next one on the list, and you'll go through. Now we only have 30 rows of pets, so you see how this goes. You'll just work this back until you get down to like whatever your minimum number of pets is. The great thing about this is that every so often when you do a fusion like this, it will pop the extra skill on there, and that's what you're really looking for, is hoping that you can get an extra time traveler or save yourself a lucky or something along those lines where, boom, you can combine those pets in. So but it didn't happen for us this time. And so now when I go through this, there'll be, whatever it was, the 12 pets that we used last time won't show up on here. But again, all those numbers change because all those pets and those middle letters went away. So this is basically how people are working their pets. Now, I know if you're new to the game and you're like, holy crap, you got 36 rows of pets. And yes, I mean, it looks impressive. But again, there you can do a pet summary on here. And I've got, it'll tell you my stats on here, right? Like I've got the space for 571. I've got 22 special pets. I've max tiered 16. I've got 25 ascends. There are people with like 500 ascends and all kinds of perfects and just really get into their pets because pets will help you out. It's so important to keep training and keep getting those pets, but get those golden bunnies. You can get a golden bunny by playing during Easter and finishing the quest. And so I've played since 2020. It is 2023. I started in June of 2020, or I'd have 4 golden bunnies, but I started after Easter in 2020. I started during the pandemic, right? I had all this extra time. I said, why not play this game? So now we're going to set them off. I'm not going to bore you and go through the next 10 different fusions. I'll do that on the next time the pets come up to send. But I'm going to do RPG Pet Adventure Learn Epic, and boom, I'm going to send them out. Now, it'll tell you that you sent all of these epic pets out. 2 came back instantly. That's that time traveler H and J did. So I'm going to do RPG Pet Claim. Sorry, I got a new keyboard. Not a new keyboard. I was using my laptop and moved back to this keyboard, and so my fingers are still learning the placement. So we'll send them back out. They didn't come back. And then I'll just do LMAO. It's my standby pet. He's already on adventure, so let's just look for a random page, RPG Pet. And then I'll just do AA, actually Pet Adventure Learn, AA, boop, and we'll send them out. Now, when you look at your pet summary again, it'll tell you that in 3 hours and 59 minutes, because that's the longest one that we have out, you'll be able to claim your pets and send them back out. So if you're really keeping track of it, you'll just set an alarm on your phone or a timer, and then come back and hit those pets right as they're coming back. So that way you can time it in your day for as long as you can just keep getting them out and out and out. Anyway, I hope that helps with pets. The automatic fusion skill never used to be a thing, but now you can use that, and oh my gosh, it saves you a ton of time. It actually saves me from combining too many pets, because before I never wanted to look at the table of it and then try to get them all together. I just know now if I'm going to combine an epic, I can do all 4 blue skills, and that's cool, right? Because now there's a chance that they're going to bring back better things. I could combine those guys with higher tiers and push them into the higher tiers as well, and that's what you want to start doing. So anyway, B2, and I'm out. Enjoy Epic RPG, and I will talk to you soon, my brothers. Later.